Welcome to Rauta's Reviews. Today's band comes from Poland, and this one is a very new band, only a couple of years old. This one is called Twinge, and the album was called Enslaved by Human Mind. Now let's unbox a little bit and see what this album is all about. So, here underneath the jewel case is basically, of course, the layout paper with track list, 12 tracks, about 40 minutes in total. And underneath the jewel case tray we have this kind of ominous photo. CD, or in this case CDR, is having the same image as the cover. And then we have this booklet which shows you this four-man lineup, all the necessary info, as well as the photo or front picture. And inside, what beautiful, cute boys we have here. This is the whole band photo and even more pictures. So this band decided to go more on photos, less lyrics. That's how it goes these days. This band claims to have all kinds of ideas, from metalcore to death metal to thrash metal and so on. Now, these kind of hybrid descriptions are usually something to make you afraid of the music, especially when it starts with metalcore and moves to more traditional extreme metal genres. It is usually like a warning sign, at least to me anyway. But luckily, Twinge is not that much of a hybrid when you actually give these albums a spin or two. Yes, it is mostly death metal rather than metalcore or thrash metal, but maybe there are some spices from these two genres. But in my opinion, this is more about death metal, and secondary it's more like a grindcore, grind of some sort, rather than the previous genres. Well, of course, this is a matter of debate, as always, but that's how this basically sounds. Being death metal kind of founded, this means that these songs are very heavy, and they also have a sort of groovy rockin' vibe, kind of a death roll thing, if you like reference to bands such as Entombed or Entombed 80s late albums. That is kind of a rockish thing, but still not having too much of that good mood stuff. So more death metal than rock and roll, but surely there are these groovy parts. Now these so-called groovy parts are kind of the weaker elements of this album, because it's clearly so that this album is actually consisting pretty new material, and it kind of leaves much to hope for. While the production is kind of a top-notch, really, the guitar sound is very heavy and very brutal in a way, and it kind of helps those weaker riffs to actually build up a little bit. There is no way out from the mediocrity of these riffs. So this album basically suffers from the very idea that there are no killer riffs, not to mention killer songs. No choruses which just, blow your mind. No kind of a killer riffs which just, give you a blow into your head or something like that. It's just like, yeah, this production is kind of like giving you hope, like maybe the next song or the song after that or something like that, until it's time for the outro and you're pretty much done for. So all in all, they have lots of potential with these riffs, especially with the sounds, but something is not happening, and so overall this album quite doesn't deliver what we are hoping for. But I must give it to the band that the vocals are very good. There's sort of aggressiveness, and with the raspiness of the growling and kind of a screaming vocals as well, that these guys sound like, or the vocalist at least sounds like, that he's having a lot of hatred for things. And this is the kind of good thing with this kind of album, because it kind of shows that there is kind of a passion or variety of feelings that need to come out. So basically there are lots of good things happening on this album, but as a whole it is just lacking the kind of a punch that it would need from the actual songs. So kind of hard album to actually like, but surely something that is kind of easy or nice to listen to just because of the sounds and the vocal work. So, to who do you recommend this album? Well, obviously for those who are into new bands, who wanna know these bands before they break or break up. But I would not give too much credit for this album because it's clearly lacking the killer stuff. Anyway, check it out. If you think death metal or death roll is your kind of music, there's not much to lose really, because their band has at least something online, so go check it out. Thank you for watching the review, and as always, more stuff to come, and final words, stay metal or stay dead.